My mother-in-law told the wedding planner to skip that tacky song during our first dance. I smiled and said, actually, I wrote that song for your son and it just sold 1 million copies. The wedding planner's eyes widened as conversation around us halted. My new mother-in-law froze champagne glass halfway to her lips. What did you just say? She asked, her perfectly lined lips barely moving. We'd been planning this wedding for months, enduring her constant suggestions about everything from my dress, to simple, to our venue, to unconventional. But music was my career, my passion, and the one area where I wouldn't compromise. The song you called tacky background music is actually mine, I explained calmly. I wrote it for Jason when we first started dating. He didn't know it would be our first dance until today. My husband squeezed my hand, pride radiating from his smile. His mother had never approved of my career as a songwriter, constantly asking when I'd get a real job despite my success behind the scenes. Well, she stammered, I just meant it's not traditional for a wedding. People expect classical music, not whatever genre that is. It's the genre that paid for this wedding, Jason interjected quietly. His mother's eyes snapped to him in surprise. We'd never told her we declined her financial help because we didn't want the control that came with it. What do you mean? She asked. Emma didn't want me to tell you, Jason continued, but that tacky song was just featured in the season finale of Heartland. It hit #1 on 3 charts last week. The licensing fee alone covered our honeymoon. The wedding planner, clearly sensing the tension, tried to slip away, but my mother-in-law grabbed her arm. The song stays, she announced loudly, as though it had been her idea all along. My daughter-in-law is very talented. Later that night, as Jason and I swayed to my song Under Twinkling Lights, he whispered, you know she's already telling everyone she discovered you, right? I laughed against his shoulder. Let her success is the best revenge, but grace is the best response. 3 months later, when her country club friends asked me to perform at their charity gala, I agreed without hesitation. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do isn't proving someone wrong. It's giving them the space to pretend they were right all along.